Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Wheat War Real South Sportscast. This is Season 2, Episode 12. I'm Luke Richards, and here with me today is my co-host Sam Michalak and Carter Gall.
I did not know we were doing that. All right.
Okay, I was joking. Okay, we're good. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Way to get that off my chest to start.
That was pretty good.
Thank
I'm
you.
not gonna lie. Yeah.
So, I actually used to live in Mexico, which is like south.
Okay.
Wow.
So pick the,
All right.
pick the
Welcome to
the accent
the
there.
Country Club. That's Tuesday. Carter and I are more Country Club, and Luke is Country. I was told my Country Club was not that well. But anyways, we got the tennis team with us today, guys tennis, and Carter, co-host, is actually gonna be taking the role of a guest today. And then we have with us Elijah. Elijah, you want to just introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's there. I'm Elijah Swanstrom. Carter and I are the captains of the boys varsity team. It's been an all right season. Second conference, second place.
Okay.
Just like every other year. But it was good. It was fun. Great season.
Yeah, I'd say it's been a great year so far. Got a tight group of guys, a lot of seniors, and we've had a lot of fun this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we've also done pretty well on the court, but I'd say off the court, we've also done pretty well as well.
Are you guys both four-year players?
Well, I have
Wow.
quite the story.
Carter.
So this is going to turn into a massive. So freshman year, I was on JV, and spring break, I was playing pickup basketball, and someone who shall not be named, Jackson Knorr, may or may not have broken my hand, leading to the demise of that freshman season, and I was out the whole year. And then sophomore year, obviously COVID happened, so our whole season got canceled. And then finally last year, junior year, I was able to play in my first match, but then my sister got COVID, so I was out for 2 weeks. But here I am now, knock on wood, have made it through a whole season without missing a match. But yeah.
My story is not as interesting. I was on varsity since freshman year, and then I stayed there. So
Tennis killer.
tennis killer.
So you guys mentioned you got second in conference, which that was last weekend, correct?
Yeah.
Who got first, if you don't mind me asking?
We North.
But so, from my understanding, at least for tennis, because you guys do a lot of stuff through Wheaton Sports Center, right? Or
Most of the guys do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys know a lot of those North guys, and it's not a traditional South. Like, do you want to talk about that rivalry? Because I know it's not.
I
like
was
a
gonna
traditional-
say there is like a rivalry when you're on the court, but most of us, all of us, know each other. Even kids from Batavia, Lake Park, for example. A lot of people go to the sports center or health track where Eli goes, and a lot of people have taken lessons together. So there's no really love lost besides when you're actually playing a match. Tennis is a great sport where everybody's just so supportive and encouraging of each other. A lot of good friendships. So no hard feelings there. We like our guys from Wheaton North. Shout out you guys. Good luck in your sectional this weekend at Maine South.
So wait, I caught that you guys practice here like the sports center or health track or whatever. Is that like during the off season or is that also
Yeah.
during the season?
So some of the players practice health track, or most of the guys do with sports center. And like Carter said, a lot of practices together. I don't practice there, but I know probably half the guys on the starting lineup. So it's really on the court. It's always our coach, Patty Klausing, says nameless and faceless, even if we're intra-squad playing against each other. Ignore the other person, play tennis, and off the court we can have fun. Like Ethan, shout out Ethan Kim. We North guys gave him a couple bags of chips. So friendly off the court, rivalry on the court. So I think that's probably a little different from other sports, I'd like to say, because sometimes it's a little intense.
And so it's a year-round thing too.
Yeah, for a significant portion of the starting lineup, it's usually a year-round thing.
Yeah, I'd say both of us, we play during the summer, and then I'd say, at least for me personally, I was playing about 2-3 times a week over there.
That's
so
about the same.
you meet all those people and you become tight with them. So it's always fun though when you play a friend. There's almost like less pressure because it's just like you're just hanging out playing a good match of tennis. There's nothing wrong with a good match of tennis.
That's right, amen.
You want to tell us a little bit how both of you got into the sport?
Ooh, all right. So I was right before my 6th birthday, and my grandma. I've already tried a bunch of other sports. I tried soccer, and before every game, I cried.
Okay.
Not sure what that was about. And then finally got my way around, went to tennis, and my grandma got me a tennis racket for my 6th birthday, and then I didn't stop. So that's that.
For me, I couldn't pinpoint the exact time. One of my first memories is doing lessons with this dude named Coach Terry. I don't know if you Madison kids out here listening remember Coach Terry, but we did lessons with Coach Terry, and that was like my first memory of tennis, and also just going to all the daily summer camps over the summer. I really enjoyed it. But the thing that got me into tennis so much is I loved just being at the net and just volleying and just smacking the ball.
Yep.
Because me being tall, I mean,
Yeah.
it was just a thing that I loved, and I still love today. I mean, I love when someone just gives me a floater and I can just smack it. But that was really what got me into tennis, was just being able to just smack the ball.
That's why I like playing pickleball with Carter, because for people who don't know pickleball, but like you're not allowed to be at the net, so it makes Carter can't do that.
You can't
That's why.
cheat at the net.
Right,
the whole time.
right.
Yeah.
It makes a little bit of space.
I will say it was good practice for tennis, practicing those volleys. It's fun. It's fun.
This is a fun question right here. How did what were you guys' thoughts on the sophomore tennis unit in PE?
So myself personally, I am still bummed out to this today. Was actually I had second semester.
Oh, so you didn't get it.
So
You didn't either?
So
'Cause
I
I had
semester
first
help.
semester. That was the best sport I've ever played. I wish I played tennis sometimes.
I'm glad we both share the same
Yeah, we share,
disgust.
We share that.
I
So
wanted to do that so badly.
that was like gonna be the highlight of my sophomore year.
Me too.
Like me basically, like I think I was gonna have McCants too, who was the JV tennis coach, and that was just the saddest thing. And I tried to switch sports classes this semester, and Mr. Tang's class was too full, so I couldn't. No tennis and gym for me.
Dang.
Yeah, I will say I just wanted to play with one of the school rackets and just compare, because a lot of us tennis guys joke around about the school rackets. You can tell they're school rackets, but yeah, same like him. I wanted to play that so bad because it's like our sport, like not many people do it, and it just would have been fun to just see. And also, I don't think a lot of people give enough credit or understand of how hard of a sport tennis really is. It may seem like it's just sitting there and hitting the ball. There's a lot much more than people think, and I wanted to see people, especially in that unit, understand of how hard it really is.
Oh yeah, no. First semester, like
Pain.
Feel our
I
pain,
think probably the biggest volley I ever had playing tennis was maybe 4 hits. Like it's so hard. And actually, I wanted to build off of what you were saying before about the rackets. How much do like rackets make a difference? Because we had a racket at our house, and do you guys know Sonny?
Oh,
So Sonny,
You were friends with.
yeah. So Sonny was like good friends with my sister Sasha, and he like restrung our racket one time because we had a crappy old racket from my mom's high school days, and it's like it bounced a lot more after he fixed it up. Like how much does like a good racket change
I
the
think
game?
we even asked the girls players this when we had them on in the fall.
Did we?
But I still want to hear what you guys think. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually string my own rackets. I use the Health Tracks one there just for free. I work there as an assistant tennis coach. So it's like, there's many different things. So different strings from different brands, like how they react to a tennis ball. I'm not sure how that works. The tension you string them at, so like normal is like 47 pounds, like per square inch. I don't know how that works. And then there's type of racket, if it's head heavy or head light, or if it's equal weight. It's all that is like physics. So if you take physics, if it's head light, that means the grip's heavier, so you can swing faster because more of the grip's down there. If it's head heavy, you hit the ball harder because there's more of the weight hitting it. So it's really just what each player prefers. The pros use both, so it doesn't matter.
As two tennis aficionados, what would you, if I'm gonna go buy a racket, what would you guys recommend?
I mean, this is all Eli on this
Okay,
one. I
so-
honestly couldn't even
For
tell
like
you
for
what mine
you
is.
or for like average skill level, like
What,
if you
what is
wanted-
that supposed to mean?
like
you
for,
wanna
for
know-
a beginner or for like an advanced.
If you wanted to spark his passion and love for
Passion.
tennis, so like he's
Okay.
going to grow into it.
If you want to get me
He's gonna
So
started,
if you get into it,
Yeah.
I would buy the the lighter version of the Wilson Ultra. It's got the blue on the side. It's about, I think it's 9.6 ounces, and it's like 2 points head heavy.
Okay.
Don't
How much
ask, me,
that's
don't
gonna
ask
set-
me why I know that. I just do.
How much is that going to set Richards back, budget-wise?
Never. Okay, unless you have money to waste, never buy the most recent model, because the year before model is almost always the exact same and for like $150 cheaper.
So how
So
much do tennis rackets cost? Like
new,
new ones?
like new model, like $330, which isn't really that much, but like the year before version is like $200,
Yeah.
and
Dude.
it's the same thing.
Well, after prom tickets, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like 2 prom tickets for a tennis
Oh,
racket.
jeez.
So
Yeah, I think mine I got was about $200.
yeah, mine were $200.
It's kind of similar to our baseball junkies out there. It's like a Wilson A2000, roughly. Price points.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We're just good on that one, brother.
I guess I'll wait for the baseball team to come up.
Yeah.
I was more of a Louisville Slugger kind of guy back when I played.
And the crown jewel of the mid game is the Wilson A2000. But it's all right.
Okay.
We'll
whatever.
debate that when the baseball.
I was
comes.
used Easton when I was in 6th grade. Never used Easton gloves. Bad thing. That's besides the point. That's baseball. That's for
Yeah.
later.
Do you guys want to share? You got any favorite Tiger tennis memories?
Oh man.
I know it's hard to boil it down.
I mean, we are so privileged, honestly, that we have 2 amazing coaches that let us able to do so many amazing things that it's almost so hard to choose. I mean, we've been to Top Golf this year. We've gone swimming in Patty's pool. I mean, we've gone
3 times?
bowling. Yeah, we've been mini golfing, frisbee golfing. I mean, I don't know if I could choose a particular memory, but a common thing is just spending time with the team and the coaches and just strengthening relationships as a team. I think we've grown a lot as a team since the beginning of the season, and we've all gotten close together. It's a pretty good mix of upperclassmen, seniors, and then underclassmen, some freshmen, sophomore that we joke around with and make fun of a lot. But I don't know if I could pinpoint one exact. For me personally, it might be just finally playing in my first high school match junior year. We did win, so that was awesome. And then I would say just playing. We have a drill called Smash the Middle. That's a very popular favorite area, and playing that after meets is always a great time.
It's a good excuse to just rip the ball as hard as you can. No one ever gets it in. It's like 10%. Ethan Kim. Again, another shout out to Ethan Kim.
Yeah.
He is the greatest at that game because all he does is just it's like playing baseball. He's just smacking the ball every time.
I will say, Ethan Kim shout out also the many unique ways to hit a tennis ball.
Oh dear. Oh.
Go find Ethan Kim.
Yep.
He'll invent a new one every day.
So I noticed you said we when you were talking about your first match. You primarily played doubles.
Doubles. I am a doubles player.
You want to shout out your partner?
Zach Morton, shout out. You better be listening.
Yes, sir.
He was actually Eli's partner last
Yes.
year, so he's had the blessing of playing with both of us. But yeah, shout out Zach. We actually, fun fact, that first match we actually played doubles together. But yeah, we are playing first doubles this year. We've had a couple up and down matches, but overall, we've had a pretty successful season. Got second place in the conference tournament, so I'm proud of Zach. We've put in the work and had a great time doing it.
And then have you transitioned to singles?
So yeah, so freshman year, I played first doubles on varsity with Luke Reynolds. Just in case anyone knows him, all right, he was decent. He was fun to play with, but my win percentage was like 18%. So
Okay.
that was not
Yeah.
good.
All right.
And then sophomore year, COVID. Junior year, I played first doubles again on varsity with Zach Morton. And our season was great. We almost got first in conference, lost to Wheaton North. We got second. And then qualified for state, and then won our first match at state, and then played
Deerfield.
2 great teams and got swept. But won a match at state, went there. That was great. This year, I'm playing first singles, and I got 4th in conference, which isn't great, but it's really competitive up there. So it was really fun playing those matches. And all the guys I played, I respect them highly. They're all great guys. I have complaints, but I wouldn't really do over anything. So overall, yeah, it's fun.
So where is Tennis State usually? Do they have a set location, or is
So
it year by year?
typically, it's hosted by. It starts with like 10 schools up there in like the north. You got like your Hersey, Barrington, your Hoffman Estates, Wheeling, Prospect. I can't think of any more, but and then the sites then condense, and then usually the state finals, I believe, is held at Hersey High School.
Okay.
Up there.
Do you guys have any strategy? Like, how do you win a game of tennis? Obviously, like scoring, you hit it in bounds. You don't let the other person hit it back. But like, do you have any like strategies or something that makes you like different from others?
So the first thing you thought when you said that, I think of Patty's 3 rules in a rally. She always says, just keep the ball in, like having control, and then she usually says move the person side to side or forwards and backwards, and then she says after that avoid hitting the sitting duck. So take that how you will. You usually want to be the steadier player, and the smarter player will usually win. That probably more applies to singles, and then I would say more for doubles. Usually the more times that you come to the net and the more aggressive you are, usually the better chance you'll have to win, because Patty usually has the court usually is a stoplight where you have your red is like your baseline and your like service line is your yellow and your right at the net is your green, because when you're at the net you have a higher chance of angling the ball, putting the ball away, and stuff like that.
And Carter likes to smack it down.
Yeah, arms that long.
Can't smack it down from the red area, so you got to go up.
I do want to hit that money ball though. Shout out Ben, was the first player this year to ever hit the coveted money ball. For those that don't know and don't play tennis, Patty and Kieran set out 2 tennis balls on each side on the single sideline, a little out from the net, and it's to try to get volleyers to angle your volleys, put the ball away, so it's harder for your opponent to get it. And it's been about, I think, 4 or 5 years, a lot of time. And Ben finally this year at a practice hit the money ball and won the coveted $20. So shout out Ben.
I was actually the one that hit that ball, and I don't know if I should feel proud of myself or like
Yeah.
ashamed that he hit that great shot off of my shot. So
Just helping a brother out.
yeah, I'm helping a brother out.
Do you guys have any other underclassmen you want to shout out who you'll be happy to leave the program in their hands next year?
I would shout out Santi and Max, but they lack common sense of, I don't know if I trust them in the program. I think Eli and I would agree.
Yeah.
I would say, Santi, a freshman, very energetic kid. Santi does have a bright future if he can get his strokes down, and when he's on, he's on. And I think eventually the more he plays, and once he gets to his senior year, he's going to be a stud of a tennis player. We also have sophomore Max Reinhardt actually picked up tennis. This is his first season time playing tennis, and he has slid in at the 3rd singles spot, and I'd say he's done pretty well for this being his first year. Once he gets over being a push player and starts to finish his shots, be a little more aggressive, I think he can turn into a great player. And I'd say also Arian, he's got a really bright future. He's also a sophomore. He qualified for state last year at singles. Hopes to do it again. Currently, actually recovering from COVID. Shout out Arian. Feel better. We need you. We need you for sectionals on Friday and Saturday. So, and then who else? Caleb, homeschooled kid. Shout out Caleb. I don't know if you're listening to this.
Gotta love some homeschool kids.
We'll get it to
Homeschool
him.
kids
We'll
have the
get it-
internet.
Yeah,
We'll get it out to
there.
Yeah.
We always joke about Caleb and being homeschooled, but all seriousness, Caleb also has great potential of being a tennis player. Tennis is kind of a unique sport well, I guess it's the same with other sports, but the more you practice and the more you hit the balls, the better you're going to get.
I feel like that's how it is with every
Yeah, I know. I realize that.
The more you
but-
practice, the more you
But
get
for
better.
me, for personal experience, I was playing like 6 times a week over the summer, and I would say I've drastically improved from last year. So just to the younger kids watching, I hope you watch this because Eli and I are on here. So the more you hit the ball and the more you play, the better you're going to get.
And find a
So-
coach you like.
Yeah.
It's always important that you like your coach. Your coach could be the greatest coach on earth, but if you don't like him, then I feel like you're not going to make that connection. You're not going to trust him. So or her. So got Patty Klausing, great coach.
Patty Klausing.
Chester, Kieran, great. Got some great coaches at Wheaton Sports Center and Health Track.
Yeah.
Really, there's not a bad spot.
No.
Wheaton, not really a bad spot.
Except at the Atten courts.
Except
Those are a bad
at the
spot.
Atten court.
I still don't get why we had to practice at the Atten courts all year long, but I guess we deal with it. It is what it is.
Anything else you guys want to get off your chest before we call it? Sam, you got anything else?
I was just gonna have them plug sectionals if they wanted to real quick.
Yeah, that is Matea Valley at I don't know what time it
I
is.
think it starts at noon
I
or
think
something.
it's around noon.
Friday.
Friday.
It'll be Friday.
So
I'll be missing you in Spanish, Carter, on Friday.
yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
No.
Gone.
Spanish will be missing you when you
There
go
we
watch
go.
sectionals.
No
I'll see you,
Encanto.
Senora, if we get to
Yeah.
take a bus over.
Yeah, no. Also, sorry for those who are trying to watch some of our matches. We kind of had our matches play early. You know who you are, my English class and my Spanish class. Sorry about that. We kind of just so amazing that we won fast. But yeah, sectionals on Friday and Saturday at Matea. We have our top two doubles teams and singles players playing. Hopefully, some of us qualify for state next
hopefully a couple
weekend.
of us make it to the second day.
Yeah, we do got a super duper tough sectional this year, but
tough.
we will see. We'll roll with the punches and see what happens from there. Anything else?
Oh, I think that's it.
Mr. B, you got anything for these guys?
You guys have any drip, any swag like that you guys rock during contests that like makes you unique, makes you stand out? Or are you guys cookie cutter?
I will say we
Pretty
had,
cookie cutter.
yeah. Usually a hat is always a good, nice tennis players got a nice tennis hat. I'm trying to think. I guess the unique thing we started doing some cheering. We circle up after we announce the line. Oh, announcing the lineups. That's also a kind of unique part is that us as captains get the privilege of announcing the lineup every time. So that's always cool. You go touch rackets with your opponent before the match, and then you circle up. We usually do a cheer and get the matches underway.
Got like Chicago Bulls intro music or not at that
Nah.
We can't have intro music. We're not baseball.
level?
Yeah.
No walk on.
I think tennis is aching for somebody to change the game. I think they really are.
There needs to be a new age of tennis.
They're aching for
I
a
will.
controversial superstar because I know it's like a very like country club type of sport where there's rules and tradition and stuff like that. But I would love to see like a Happy Gilmore come change the game.
Yeah.
That's Ethan Kim.
Yeah.
That's Ethan Kim for you.
I will say we do as a team. There's the whole thing about being polite and cheering and stuff like that. But I say we definitely push the limits on noise level when cheering and stuff. Some of people I shall not be named freshman year were cheering for double faults, which is just unheard of in tennis. But we fixed that now. But everyone always asks about the cheering and stuff, and also people are always surprised that tennis does not have like an umpire or referee that you make your own calls. So the honesty and the trust factor in your opponent is also very vital. Got anything else? Shout out to our team. I hope you guys are watching this.
Shout out Ethan Kim.
Shout out
Yeah,
Ethan
shout out
Kim,
another one.
who
Another one for
should have
Kim.
came on the podcast here.
Got cold feet.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's a lot of viewers, a lot of eyeballs
Yeah.
on it.
He's busy changing the game right now.
Yeah,
He is
yeah,
changing
there
the
you
game. Yeah.
You got anything?
I got nothing else. Pull up to sectionals.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday. Track sectionals are on Thursday.
Yeah.
And it's probably too late, but you guys have a home meet tonight.
Yeah. Last one ever for
Last one.
us seniors, so we're excited.
Girls soccer has their first playoff game tonight. If they win, they play Friday, and we're hopefully going to have them on sometime Thursday, which you will be at sectionals, so probably without Luke. And yeah, good luck to everybody competing, and looking forward to a great end of senior year.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah,
thank
it
you.
was our pleasure.
Thank you.
Can't wait to be back.
We'll see you tomorrow, Carter.
We'll be back tomorrow. You guys wait. We're pumping out the episodes, trying to get everybody in here.
Yeah. All right. Go Tigers.
Go
Tigers.
Tigers.